Tim Haselow has been convicted on 2 counts, including 1 felony. And this is a story we've been covering for months on the show. It's gotten national attention. Tim Haselow is a Republican ballot observer in Island County, Washington, a county in Washington where he used to be the chair of the Republican Party. So he's a well-known Republican in the county, a well-known supporter of President Donald Trump. He was, during the days leading up to the November election in 2024, he was scheduled to be a ballot observer. Republicans and Democrats get to have individuals who are in there watching the ballot counting, just sort of a transparency thing. When he was removed by police, I mean, he certainly left on his own accord, but because he had refused to follow a rule in 2024 where he had to wear a mask, a COVID mask, while watching ballot counting. Here's the body camera footage of the moment Tim Haselow was confronted by law enforcement.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Miller?
What's your name?
Tim Haselow.
Tim Haselow?
Yeah, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've met before.
So, tell me what's going on here.
I'm just observing my civil rights as the observer.
Okay, but as I know, they made a policy that you wear a mask while you're in
Which
here.
the RCW doesn't give them the authority to do so.
That's still a policy that's been set. You need to leave.
Are you
been
going to
asked
write
to
me a
leave
citation?
If I need to,
Then,
let's go. The charge is disorderly conduct.
Gotcha.
Okay, you have a mandatory court appearance.
okay.
Do you have any other questions for
No,
me? I'm going to ask you not to return here today.
I won't.
Or you can end up in jail.
I won't.
Okay.
Should I go sign out, though?
What's that?
Because I have to sign in as an observer. Should I sign out?
I will escort you up there to sign out,
Okay.
and then you can be on
No,
your
that makes
way.
sense. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Based on that interaction, that man is now a convicted felon. A jury of his peers this afternoon convicting him on 2 counts, one of trespassing, and one using a state RCW that prohibits unlawful entry into an election center. Which, look, I understand why that RCW exists. We don't want people breaking into election centers or barging in the middle of ballot counting. That's not what Tim Haselow did. I'm so passionate about this case and in doing a breaking update for you today because this is one of the worst cases of political prosecutions I've seen in the entire country. Why do I say it's politically motivated? Well, as we've covered, and I'm going to take you through all the insane layers of this story. It needs to be a national story. It needs to have national attention. He needs a better attorney for his appeal of this case, which we'll get to. But the reason, I think, for everyone who's become interested in this story, that the felony charge seems so egregious is it started as him being cited for disorderly conduct, which seemed insane. It was at least a misdemeanor, but it was insane. Like, nothing on that video looks like disorderly conduct. There's, of course, the issue of why was there a mask mandate in 2024 to watch ballot counting? But then the news came out about the elected prosecutor in Island County, Washington, and this is so important. So his name is Greg Banks, and not only did he decide he threatened Tim Haselow with a felony if he didn't just plead guilty to a misdemeanor. Tim Haselow said, I'm not pleading guilty. That's insane. Charged him with a felony. Not only did he decide to take it to trial, the elected prosecutor decided to personally prosecute this case, something he rarely ever does. And here's his background. Here's why it's so concerning. As we unveiled